What's up, guys? So after a long-awaited time, we finally get to see the second installment in the highly successful Hunger Games franchise, The Hunger Games Catching Fire.
This is the 75th year of the Hunger Games. The tributes are to be reaped from the existing pool of victors.
So The Hunger Games Catching Fire stars Jennifer Lawrence, Josh Hutcherson, you got Woody Harrelson, Elizabeth Banks is in the film, Stanley Tucci. You got all these people from the first one coming back for the second one. Now, the first Hunger Games film, I did review it, and it was directed by Gary Ross. But he's not returning to direct The Hunger Games Catching Fire. We get Francis Lawrence, who is directing this film, and his directorial vision for this movie I liked more than the first one as a director's state of mind, because in the first one, you know, there's a lot of shaky cam, and I mentioned that in my review for the first one. There is so much shaky cam that took place in the Hunger Games, and in this one, a lot of people said there wasn't a lot. I didn't think that there was a lot of shaky cam. Maybe I could think like there was shaky cam, maybe like 10 or 15% of the movie, which is not a lot at all, but there was a little bit. I mean, only when there was hardcore like action scenes going on, there was a little bit of shaky cam. Now let's talk about the film itself. Very much like the first one, it starts out where, you know, they're not at the Hunger Games. They get picked to play in the Hunger Games, and then the second half of the film, they go into the arena. Now, with this movie, it was kind of similar to the first one, sort of. But the first one, you know, they already won the Hunger Games from the first one. So Peeta and Katniss, they're on this kind of tour through all the districts, reading speeches and saying, you know, I'm sorry for your loss, but, you know, all this kind of stuff. And Donald Sutherland is in this film, and he plays President Snow, who we kind of saw in the first one. Like I said, he was kind of teased. He was in it enough. But in this one, we really get to see a lot more of him and, you know, what his story actually is and what he's trying to do. And he thinks that since Katniss he thinks that she defied the Capitol. I did like the dialogue in this film. The script, it is very good to understand what's going on. You know, the first half of the film, that's basically what I'm trying to say. I did enjoy the first half of the film before the Hunger Games took place. Now, once they actually got into the arena, I really kind of lost interest a little bit. Now, I know that's weird to say because in the first Hunger Games, I enjoyed the games itself more than the first half. And this one, I liked the first half more than the action stuff itself, because when they were in the games, in the first one, it kind of focused on people that are killing each other. It's kind of just like, I don't think you get to see more than 3 people die in the Hunger Games, and that's really what this is supposed to be. What it really focuses on is Katniss and Peeta. You know, they team up with 2 other people by the names of Finnick and some other old lady. Finnick in this movie, just speaking of Finnick, he kind of reminded me of Tarzan. Basically just shows the dangers that the Capitol puts in the games to, you know, kill people, I guess you could say. It's not like the actual people are killing the people. I mean, they are, but you don't see that. You know, there's a sense that, okay, people are dying because the cannons are going off, but it seems like when they're actually on the playing platform, you know, when they're actually on the terrain of where the Hunger Games are taking place, that's where the shaky cam takes place. In the first half of this film, there's no shaky cam whatsoever. Second half of the film, there is shaky cam a little bit. Like I said, that's the 15% of the film that has shaky cam. You know, I also want to mention Woody Harrelson is in this film. I forgot to mention him in my first review, but he plays Haymitch. And I really enjoy his character. If you're going to ask me who's my favorite character from the Hunger Games, I'm going to tell you Haymitch. I don't know why, I just think the dude is cool. And like I said in the first film's review, there's really no problems I have with the acting in this film. None of it feels forced. Jennifer Lawrence hones the role of Katniss. You know, the relationship between Katniss and Peeta in this film, it's more, you know, it's more believable. In the first one, it was there, you know, like I said, it was there. It was just kind of, you know, there just to be there. It felt kind of forced. But in this one, you actually see a relationship and how they you know, act around each other. You actually see what's going on between the characters, and I really like that about this film. The way it ends, I thought was just kind of not enough. I was kind of expecting more from the end of this film. It's leading into the Mockingjay Part 1, but, you know, I just wanted to expect more. I just wanted more at the end of this movie. I mean, if you saw it, you might love the ending, but, like, the last, like, 10 minutes in particular, it was... It kind of reminded me of the ending of Paranormal Activity 4 plus the ending of the Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 1. It just kind of reminded me of those two movies. I don't know why it did. It just... But my rating for The Hunger Games Catching Fire is, I gave the first one a 3.9. I'm giving The Hunger Games Catching Fire, don't kill me, 3.5 out of 5 stars. I'm not going to lie to you, I like the first movie more than I like the second movie, but still, this is a good movie. If you're a fan of The Hunger Games, you will enjoy this movie. I'm a fan of The Hunger Games, and I enjoyed this movie. I just like the first one more. Comment below, let me know your thoughts on The Hunger Games, the first one, the second one. Comment what's your favorite Hunger Games character, what's your favorite Hunger Games film out of the two so far, what's your favorite book. Once again, guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe to this channel so you can watch all my other reviews and upcoming Blu-ray unboxings, Disney Infinity updates, all these kind of things that come to this channel. Once again, thanks for watching. Over and out.
Stay alive. Remember who the real enemy is.